Hello darlings! The official reveal trailer for Dragon Age the Veilguard dropped today, showcasing the 7 companions that we are going to get. So I believe this was the surprise. To say that I am very excited is an understatement, seriously. And I'm here to break it all down with a segment for each of the companions. I was hoping that IMDB would have more, like the full cast, at least of the companions in the trailer, but right now, as before, is Queen Honora, so that'll be interesting. Bellara and Davrin and Solis, which have been there since 2020, and Cassandra Pentagast, look at that! So that's exciting for confirmation that Cassandra is there in some shape or form. I'm hoping an advisor. The trailer opens with Minrathous, as we can see from the floating ring in the sky, the magical lights, and the architecture. Minrathous is also the location where Varric and Lace were last seen in the comic The Missing. The logo that fades in and out quickly, I believe that this might be the symbol of the Veilguard, but I have more on that later with the more expanded symbol. Now, game engine footage. Do keep in mind that even with game engine footage in trailers, it's not necessarily 100% like the cutscenes in game, and since the game is not quite yet out, there's still time for a few little tweaks here and there. Besides, we've seen cinematic gameplay and it looked good. I'm not hating this look, but I mean, at this point the game could suck ass and I wouldn't care because I got my crow. As it happened in The Missing, Varric and Lace are fighting off Venatori and exchanging banter. Varric is not presented as a companion, but the way the dialogue is with a first person we, I get advisor vibes from Varric.
This'll take more than you and me.
He has his scars, like in The Missing, and a similar look to the comic art style, more gray for the hair. Now, does that mean of the time lapse between the end of Trespasser? It could also just be the art style. I am amused by Lace taking Varric's pint to fight with it, and thus begins the reveal of the 7 companions. Scout Lace Harding was first seen in Dragon Age Inquisition as our lovely scout who set up the first camp in each location and gave us the rundown.
Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
She was also a main character alongside Varric in the comic The Missing, where they attempted to chase down Solis. She will be the first female dwarf companion ever in a Dragon Age game, and also the first romanceable dwarf companion ever in a Dragon Age game. I'm kind of hoping we can romance characters outside of the companions too. I mean, I wouldn't mind romancing Varric, let's be real. So many of you have been dreaming of the day that Lace Harding would be a companion and romanceable, and I myself am pretty excited about this. She's going to be on my list of characters to romance. I mean, she's absolutely adorable. Neve Gallus first appeared in Tevinter Nights in the short story The Streets of Minrathous, where she stops a group of Venatori from unleashing an ancient demon from beneath the catacombs of Minrathous, potentially the Formless One. Neve then appears in The Missing to help Varric and Lace. She's a friend of the Shadow Dragons, a group helping former slaves. She has an ear on the ground and many connections. Neve makes sense as a choice for a companion. Personally, I wasn't super attached to her, but I like her allure and I'm looking forward to discovering more about her. And this thing that she's holding, I'm very curious about it. Depicted in multiple concept art pieces, Lucanis de la Morte was one of 2 main characters in the short story The Wigmaker in Tevinter Nights. He is a crow from Treviso in Antiva, and the favored contender to become the first Talon to take the role after Caterina de la Morte. However, his cousin Ilario de la Morte wishes to be the first Talon, while Lucanis wants to continue to be an assassin. Lucanis was then presumed dead in the flash fiction The Wake, though evidence pointed to him faking his death. He has been dubbed the demon by the Venatori he hunts, who in turn are hunting him.
To bring a little darkness to the daylight.
I have never felt this overjoyed in my entire life regarding a video game. Legit, I am super overjoyed that my prediction was correct, I feel validated. I feel vindicated. From the moment I read Tevinter Nights, Lucanis de la Morte was my new obsession. And then when The Wait came out, I did that video where I claim Lucanis de la Morte is not dead.
Not dead.
He was my chosen first romance since Tevinter Nights. You can bet your bottom dollar that I am going to romance Lucanis first. And I think romance as a mage is going to present some angst because he's a mage killer. He's got some Keanu Reeves vibes. He's got a Keanu Reeves look going on here, and I'm kind of liking it. He's not quite how I had imagined when I wrote some fan fiction. He's all covered up here, but I did predict a chest tattoo, crow with the outstretched wings. So we'll see. Oh yeah, and I even put out a tarot reading with Sid recently of how Lucanis faked his death. Initially in the 2020 trailer, I thought that perhaps the first Talon representing the Ace of Cups could have been Lucanis del Norte, but I guess we can settle for that is Ilario in that trailer. The action goes by fast, but in this clip, Lucanis could be in Treviso. I'll move on to the next characters because I could go, gosh, all night.
We're going into the Fade, aren't we?
Bellara is yet an unknown character. Her voice and voice actress was discovered during the 2020 behind-the-scenes montage.
That's the good kind of rumble.
But we have yet to discover more about her. She is presented in the reveal trailer as a veil jumper, able to warp through tangible thetas and the Fade. Bellara's scenery looks very much like in Trespasser, the elven ruins with all the Illuvians. After the behind the scenes, I was wondering who Bellara would be. Initially, I thought that Strife would be our veil jumper companion, but Bellara works, which I'm guessing then Strife would be part of her backstory. And I am very intrigued by her unique style of magic. Emmrich appears in Tevinter Nights in the short story Down Among the Dead Men, helping Audric to uncover what happened during the premature possession attack. Necromancer and librarian, Emmrich is a watcher from the Navarra necropolis crypts, watching over the dead to ensure they do not become unwittingly possessed. I am totally digging the silver-haired, sophisticated older man look here, and I'm uncertain if he will be my second or third romance. And he's got skeletal minions at his disposal. I hope we get that too for the specialization. I would have thought Audric would be our necromancer companion, but then again, Audric is necromanced by Emmrich. So I'm hoping we still encounter Audric in the game because I really like his character, but I'm equally satisfied with Emmrich. He wasn't the main character in Down Among the Dead Men, so it's an interesting choice to go with him, but I did enjoy his character and it does make sense. Emmrich has much knowledge, and I think his unique style of magic and his knowledge will become very useful against Solus. Davrin was first revealed in the 2020 behind the scenes as a future Warden character.
For the Wardens!
All we knew for the longest time was that he was voiced by Ike Amadi, who voices Koth Vortena in Star Wars The Old Republic and Javik in Mass Effect 3. Concept art depicted a helmeted warden who could have been him. We knew at least his faction. I love Davrin's look. He's got a Valasleen. It looks like an iteration of June and Dirthamin. This indicates that he was born Dalish. Okay, he's probably gonna be my second romance. Let's be real. And look, griffons are confirmed. Will they also be mounts? Back with the behind the scenes, I was excited because of Ike Amadi voicing him. We knew that he was a warden, and I was excited to learn more about him, and now we have what he looks like. I'm excited to discover his backstory. It's nice also to have confirmation that he's a companion, not just a character. Same thing with Bellara. I do still hope that we encounter the first warden, that we have interactions with the first warden.
We'll need someone with fire in their blood.
Little is known about Taash, aside from the confirmed faction of Lords of Fortune and the special ability as a dragon hunter. Taash means glory in Kunlat. Was Taash born Vashoth or Kyun? Taash does not appear in any story or comics, so it will be interesting to discover more about this mysterious Kunari companion. Oh hey, this is the same scenery as in the other trailer. Regarding Under the Cune characters, I'm still hoping to encounter Gat, even if he's not born Kunari race. And Taash has the white hair that we saw in some concept art. I'm hoping that our dragon hunter friend here will help us discover more about the origins of the Kunari. Taash also has a horn prosthetic that appears to be a vial filled with green magic or potion or a green lyrium crystal. The look is very intriguing. I'm really intrigued to discover more about Taash.
This crew needs a leader.
Varric and Lace then discuss needing a leader for the group. Rook, the protagonist, who appears masked, of course, since it's up to us to reveal what they look like in customization. But perhaps Rook also has a facial mask as part of the official costume for the character. Also, the hood looks exactly the same as from the 2020 trailer. While the trailer is less dark fantasy and more adventure fantasy style, I still think the game's atmosphere can capture the essence of the dark fantasy that Dragon Age is. It's possible that the game begins, we have hope, we've got a new team, we're going to take down Solus, we're going to save Thedas, and as the game progresses, the tone and mood get darker and darker. That would be an approach that I would enjoy. I was hoping for more sinister music. I mean, there's a reason why I keep using the track Tenebrae from Star Wars The Old Republic in my mock trailers, because it really captures that essence of the dark fantasy, and the other trailers have more orchestrated music. The music in this one is more recruiting a band of misfits. We can be heroes, yay! Which is fun, but it's not, you know. What I want in a trailer is this Solus quote from the behind the scenes.
They call me the Dread Wolf.
Whatever happens, happens now.
What will they call you when this is over?
Together defy the gods. Like literally. The companions are fighting in an ancient ruin of some kind on a circular dais that looks like it could be a portcullis, maybe the ancient shattered library of Virdathara, maybe Minrathis. And look at what's behind this high dragon. I keep saying it and I will say it again. Dragon Age 4 should have been called Eclipse. And then coming fall of 2024, which was one of our predictions, all those of you who wanted for the Year of the Dragon, it's coming out for the Year of the Dragon and for the 10th anniversary since Inquisition, so that's fantastic news. Unless there's a delay and it comes out like in March of 2025. That's my prediction if there's a delay. Then we see a more elaborate version of that logo again, of the 3 circles with a lozenge in the middle and a spark of light. It looks like a mix of different occult symbols. What stands out to me is the Borromean rings, which represent strength in unity, which is what the Veilguard seems to be all about. It can also symbolize the Trinity. Trinity here of Thedas, as I see it. The reworlds. One is purple, could be the Fade with its new Dread Wolf magic. Within it, past Thedas and future Thedas. Dragon Age trailers always include tarot symbols. Swords is depicted by the axes and daggers and arrows. Cups is the pint. Wands are staves with the magic users, though they wield more unique forms of magic here. And coins is reflected in the chain of circles especially. Each shot of the companions with their title depicts a tarot card. Lace, Ace of Cups. Neve, Ace of Coins with her special thingy there. Lucanis, 4 of Swords. Bellara has a lot of jiggly trinkets. I'd say it's coins, but there are 3 distinct circles, so I'd say 3 of coins. Emmrich is less evident with his magic. I want to say wands/staves, and since he has 2 skeletons with him, I'd say 2 of wands. Davrin is the Ace of Swords with his sword and shield. Taash, 2 of Swords, and Rook, as previously explored, is the Chariot. And it would make sense that the companions are minor arcana and that the protagonist is a major arcana. Finally, the poster reveal with the purple Pride Demon magic, Dread Wolf magic, dragon wings outstretched in a similar fashion to Inquisition with Rook in the center of it all, and the companions fending off the enemies in the wings. Well, that's my assessment, breakdown, and analysis, and excited energy. You can gush all you want about what you predicted correctly too, because I predicted some stuff here, so... Needless to say, it has been a thrillingly exciting day. Hey, that rhymes. And I'll see you all soon, my Serenas.